It's a really high price point, but I do love it. It is designed to just calm the skin down. This is going to help prevent fine lines getting worse. This has definitely hit the spot. Let's talk about some recent face and body empties. I'll start with the hits and keep watching for the misses. I'm Dr. Sapna. I'm a GP who studied dermatology and I have acne prone skin, and that makes me the perfect person to talk about it. As usual, I've got my cup of tea, so let's dive right in. Firstly, let's start off by talking about the Medik8 Advanced Night Restore. I really love this. It's so creamy and buttery and smooth. I just love using it every single night, and I find that it really helps restore my skin after a dry spell. In the winter, my skin just gets so dry, so you'll see the theme with all these products is that I kind of lean towards slightly heavier, slightly thicker creams. But because I do have acne prone skin, I have skin that looks and can get quite congested. I have to really find the right balance for me and not going over the top. Things like oils don't work so well for me. I think it does congest my skin a little bit, but these lovely, luxurious, like buttery creams sit so well on my skin, especially if I'm using any type of actives. Now in the winter, I do kind of hold back on the actives a little bit. Often I do use tretinoin in the summer, and in the winter I have to either be really sort of sparing with it and either use it only every few nights or use a slightly lower percentage. And this pairs really well with that. Can you just see how creamy and rich that is? It literally leaves your skin with this beautiful sort of clean matte finish almost, where your skin's not too greasy, but it has this soft finish. A bit like when you use those makeup primers that's designed to give you that blurred skin. This does that. It's amazing. It's crazy because you don't really care about that effect overnight, but you just really appreciate that smoothing feeling on your skin, especially if you have that slightly dry textured skin. In the morning, your skin feels so much smoother and almost like buttery. You can see I have finished one and I'm about to dive right into the second. This is your perfect everyday night cream in the winter, especially because in the UK we use the central heating that completely dries out my skin. I find that I need something like this, something much thicker. Now that my skin is a bit drier because I'm a bit older, and in the winter it is essential for me. These Medik8 ones, you cannot go wrong. I absolutely love it. I just appreciate that it's of a higher price point. I think today I've got a couple of mixes of higher price point and lower price point products. This is on the higher end, but I love it, so I think it is worth it. This is a ceramide based cream. The ceramides are those molecules that help rebuild your skin barrier, keep those skin cells nice and tight and stuck together so that you don't lose any more moisture than you do already in the winter. If you're not sure about this one, Medik8 do have a small version and a larger version, so you can try it out if that helps. It goes so well with vitamin A products, which is how Medik8 have designed it. So if you're using any of their retinols, or if you're using prescription strength vitamin A like tretinoin or even isotretinoin, you find that this would be really helpful. But yes, it is on the pricier side for a moisturizer. Now I'm moving on to a skin serum. This is the Niod Modulating Glycosides. Now this is a really interesting serum because it's an emulsion. What an emulsion means is that it is a mix of an oil and a water-based molecule. So a fatty and then water-based type of serum. So it mixes both and making it a really interesting texture. It's not quite a serum, but it's not a moisturizer either. I wouldn't be able to use it on its own. It's designed specifically for that sort of reactive, red, raw, irritated skin that some people get in the winter. So if you've got rosacea, this might help you. I also would recommend it to people who have flaking skin after that vitamin A purging period as well. It is designed to just calm the skin down. I'd also recommend considering this after a procedure. So if you have any sort of laser facials or even microneedling procedures, you might find this quite helpful. It does have a slightly strong smell to it, a bit chemically, but you do get used to it and the smell does disappear. One thing I say is that this does go off quickly. So on the back it says 6 months. I probably opened it 7 or 8 months ago, but I have noticed that it does turn. So you can see that it's like now this slightly brown colour. It used to be a very creamy yellow, so just be aware that this won't last very long. I think just open it at the beginning of winter and use it throughout, and then hopefully by summer it will be done. And the other thing is trying to keep it in sort of cool places. But that doesn't mean you need to keep it in the fridge, but I know that this would probably go bad in the summer when this room gets really, really hot. I would be really cautious about leaving this out. I do really like Niod. It is that level up from The Ordinary. It means that these come at a higher price point, but I do feel like the products are just more interesting, more innovative. So if you're someone like me who's just excited by skincare, you might find this quite fun to use. I will do a quick shout out for some of the other Niod products that I like. I won't go into too much detail, but I'm using their multi-molecular weight hyaluronic acid. That really works well for my skin. I notice it sort of immediately give my skin a glow every time I use it. If I use it in the morning, my skin is just looking that little bit hydrated and brighter. I also really like their copper peptides serum. They have a lipid version and serum version. Again, like I said, Niod is really innovative. They have all these different textures, all these different bases that they play around with their actives. So I think that is really fun, but that comes at a higher price point. Let me know if you'd want a full video on those Niod products, and I can do a brand review of my favorite ones too. Next up, I'm going to talk about these Elizabeth Arden 8-hour lip protection balms. I really, really like these. So I have two, purely because I got them in like a double twin pack at the airport. So that's a really good tip for looking for some types of skincare. The brand Elizabeth Arden always has offers at the airport. You can buy this online anywhere too. So I got this in a little twin pack, and it is the tub version of their 8-hour cream. You might have seen those long tubes, but I actually have the tub versions because I needed something when I was going away. I really, really enjoy these lip products. This is definitely pricey for a lip balm, but you can probably get it for about a tenner. And actually the tub lasts so long. I finished one and I moved on to the other one, but that texture is just so creamy and like slightly waxy. I don't know if you can see that. It gives it a slight gloss, but your lips just stay hydrated for hours afterwards. The only thing I hate about this is the tub. So it's a screw on, and for some reason it just doesn't line up very well. Maybe because it's metal and it can get slightly misshapen. I find it really, really fiddly to use, and sometimes it gets stuck if it dries a little bit. Yeah, that's the only thing I have a complaint about. So maybe I'll try the tube version next time. If you're looking for lip care that's sort of cheap and cheerful, this is not it. Then I just lean towards Vaseline, and I still do use Vaseline every now and again. But if you're looking for something that makes you feel a little bit special, you can have a look at this. Next up is this Uriage Xemose Anti-Itch Smoothing Oil. Now this is amazing for your body. You can see where I used it on my elbow here. My skin is so nice and hydrated there, and you can use it all over your body. I don't normally speak this much about body products, but since pregnancy, I've spent a lot more time and care towards my body. I've been thinking about the skin and how to prevent those stretch marks, and my skin is dry now that I'm back in the UK. This has definitely hit the spot. I used it during pregnancy. This bottle has lasted ages, and then I've used it for a few months postpartum. I love the fact that it's in a pump bottle. I think that just makes everything so much easier. I think it's just so much quicker in the mornings. If you're in a rush before work or getting your kids ready, you can just quickly pump out a few of these. I think 2 or 3 pumps was probably enough for my arms and legs, and then probably an extra one for my tummy and chest. This is not a pregnancy specific product, anyone can use it, but I would say in pregnancy this is really, really useful when you're looking for something for your stretch marks around your tummy, just something that's easy for you to massage in. Massage is really, really key in pregnancy, because this does go from that moisturizer into that slightly greasier balm type texture. You can use it to really, really massage. Just be generous with how much you use. The benefits of using oils is that you tend to have that extra slip for massage. So this is somewhere in between if you don't want to leave your clothes and things feeling quite greasy. But I do really like it. I think it did help with my dry skin. Another product that I've been leaning towards in the winter for my body is this E45 Hydrating Lotion Spray. If I don't want my skin feeling quite so greasy with that Uriage product, I will lean towards this E45 one. Again, I'm all about convenience. So instead of a pump bottle, this one has a spray bottle. I'll show you if I've got any left. Oh, there we go. I think it's so easy and convenient to use. It just leaves your skin feeling lovely and hydrated, and because it has that spray bottle, it's slightly easier to travel with, just slightly easier to use. I'm all about just removing any of those barriers, because I used to feel really lazy when it came to body care, but this just makes my skin really nice and soft, and it's just quick and easy. The E45 products are a bit more affordable. It's one of those brands that can be a staple for your family, for your kids as well as adults, and they do have quite a big range of different options for dry skin. I'm also trialing out their shower cream now, so I'll let you know how I get on with it. But so far, this spray bottle is definitely a hit. It's not as thick and greasy, so I probably would still use it in the summer as well. And it's really affordable. This big bottle you can get for less than £5 at Boots. I've got one last product in the hits category, and then we'll move on to the misses. This is the Allies of Skin eye cream that I've been using. It is the Peptides and Omega eye cream. This is again on the very, very pricey side. Allies of Skin often have discounts when you purchase more than one product, so definitely look into that. But yes, this is crazy expensive. It's a really high price point, but I do love it. I'm at a phase where I will spend my money on skincare, on those really luxe products that make me feel and make my skin feel amazing. It just is super luxurious. It just has that beautiful creamy texture that you can use on your under eyes. I will show you the tiniest drop because I don't want to waste it. Again, super, super buttery, soft, and you can see that that's what I'm leaning towards this year. I've been having a lot of sleepless nights because of my baby, so I'm just leaning into things that will help with that. Having hydrating skincare around the eyes and leaning into peptides really has been helping with the fine lines around my eyes. I don't feel like my fine lines have gotten that much worse, given that I've barely slept for the last 9 months. This will not help with dark, pigmented under eye circles, but this is going to help prevent fine lines getting worse. It's not that miracle cure, so just be aware, but it is going to be really helpful for preventing fine lines getting worse. I also found that it does help with that slight puffiness that I get when I've had a sleepless night. Just a shout out, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me comments on what other videos you'd like to see. Let's move on to the misses. I have 2 proper misses and 1 in between. The first one is this Sanctuary Spa Aqua Serenity Shower Burst Foam. Now, I bought this kind of on a whim. Normally I do so much research before I buy anything, I'll be honest. But I bought this because I was looking for something for my body in the shower that would just maybe save me a step when I leave and make my life just a bit quicker, because I'm looking for those things to speed up my day when I've got a baby. I thought that this foam that's supposed to have 1/4 moisturizing oils was going to leave my skin really, really hydrated. Now, I think that where I probably made a mistake is that it is a foam. This foam would be excellent if you shave your skin. So if you shave your legs, this would be really, really good. Now, I don't shave my legs. I have had laser, but also winter, so I don't use it that way. I just thought I could use this in place of a body wash because it has that foam wash texture. The foam is really lovely. It's really, really thick and luxurious, and it feels great when you're using it in the shower. It does sort of clean your skin, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling hydrated. When I wash it off, when I rinse it off, it just goes, my skin goes back to square one. It doesn't leave my skin feeling moisturized. It doesn't leave any of those oils behind to help with my skin. So yeah, I'm just very, very indifferent about it. Would not recommend this. I think maybe using a shower oil would be much better. I've been using one from L'Occitane that I can also link below, which has been a much more useful product. By the way, I'll leave the links and prices for all these products below so that it's easy for you to find. Next up, my next miss is one of the CeraVe cleansers. Now, I absolutely love the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. You can look back, I have said it so many times in all of my videos that it is one of my most favourite cheap and cheerful skin cleansers. I thought I would try this hydrating foaming oil cleanser. I'm very, very apprehensive about foams for my face. I know I just spoke about foam for my body as well, and I was surprised that it didn't work. But yes, I'm very apprehensive about foams for my face because I do find that they dry my skin out. This one is an oil to foam cleanser, so it starts off as an oil. You might be able to use it to try and sort of wash off makeup as well, and then as you add water, it turns into a foam. Now, in theory, that sounds great, doesn't it? But I found that it just, again, the oils completely wash off, which I think it is by design, because that would help with making sure that you're removing your makeup, making sure you're not leaving too many oils behind. That's going to cause acne. However, this says it's designed for normal to very dry skin. I really don't think it does enough for skin. You're better off using the original hydrating cleanser from CeraVe, the big green bottle. It mentions using it on babies with atopic skin, which is if you have eczema. You could do it, but I just felt like the original is much, much better. It's less offensive and it still cleans your skin, but it doesn't strip away any of the oils. It doesn't have that foaming effect. So I do think it is much more hydrating than this one. So for me, I've used the whole whole thing because I don't like waste and I really wanted to like it, but it just doesn't work for me. I thought it was going to be something that I could travel with because it has that oil that could remove makeup when I needed to, but it just doesn't do enough for me. Now this last one might come as a surprise to all of you. It is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum with Propolis and Niacinamide. Now in the summer, I love this so much. It has that hydrating, hyaluronic acid sort of feeling, but the niacinamide keeps my sebum glands, my oil producing glands at bay to help prevent acne. However, I tried to use this in the winter thinking that I would also get some of those hydrating benefits, and I just didn't notice that it helped so much. It just didn't cut it in terms of hydrating. There are better hyaluronic acid and hydrating serums out there, so I did want to mention this. I do have a full one because, again, I love this in the summer, so I tend to have it in stock, and I'm going to wait to use it, the rest of it, in the summer. I have finished an empty one that I have misplaced somewhere, so I can't show you the empty, but I will just wait and use this in the summer. I think it is a miss for the winter, but it's a lovely, lovely serum. You know I love niacinamide, helps controlling my acne. I will be leaning into this in the summer. That just shows that a product can be great and amazing for your skin, but you do have to change your skin with the seasons because your skin behaves differently in the winter when the weather changes. So just bear that in mind. If the product doesn't work for you this season, hold on to it. You can reuse it in the summer and it might work better then. That's it for my hits and misses for the last few months. If you want another one of these every month or every 3 months as the seasons change, let me know in the comments and I can make specific videos according to what you're interested in. Check out this recent video about dry skin on the hands and eczema. You might find that it helps you in the winter as well. Thanks for watching.